Will you figure it all out? Good luck with this part. You're doing great. Makes you really think, huh? Well done! go. Oh, no, no, no. Gets right down to the roots. great stride.